Yeah, I'm gonna copy the MMA guru this time. I'm gonna start off at the top, give you guys my predictions. I'm only gonna do the main card and the prelims, I think. Not doing the early prelims for sure because I don't know those guys and gals. Starting off, Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya. For the fourth time, the second time in MMA, I got Alex Pereira beating Adesanya again. Um, yeah, I mean, I like Adesanya. He can rock Pereira. He's rocked them multiple times. In the last fight, he rocked them in their the second fight. Like he's rocked them. He's a good ass fighter. The thing is, Alex Pereira can get rocked, and he just continues. He'll recover, and he just puts the pressure on him. And I could see that going up. Like that's gonna happen again. I think. And I think it's going to happen inside like 4 rounds. I could see Adesanya getting stopped again. Similarly, the left hook is going to rock him or drop him. And that'll be the end of it. That'll be the beginning of the end. Adesanya is going to do really good, I feel like, especially early on. But once he starts getting hit, maybe in the second round, yeah, I don't know. I see Pereira stopping him again. I'm going to go by a 4th-round TKO. Second fight of the main event, co-main, Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. And people, big underdog Jorge Masvidal. People think he's done. Gilbert Burns is a dog. He's going to be wrestling. He's going to try to take him down. He's going to do everything he can to beat Masvidal. And honestly, if Masvidal was in his prime, I actually would favor him to win. This one, it's close, honestly. People are saying Burns is going to beat him, but I think it really depends on the version of Jorge Masvidal that we get. Because Burns doesn't have that good of a chin on him, He got dropped by Usman's jab. It was like at the end of the fight, he was all tired, beat up. And it was his dominant jab, or hand to jab, I get it. But I don't know, man. Masvidal does have that sneaky kind of power. Like, he doesn't look like he has that kind of power, until you see what he did to Darren Till. But, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, you see him being hecka off and, like, weird, and then all of a sudden he throws a looping shot, and then he'll drop Covington real quick. Like, I could see something like that happening. Him losing the majority of the fight and being able to crack Burns, and I'm going to go with Jorge Masvidal winning 3rd-round TKO, honestly. I think he's going to get his ass whooped and somehow pull it off because this might be the very last time he ever pulls something off like that. And I feel like he's one of those guys that can just pull shit off, like, right out of the bag, I know no one's going to agree with that, but Jorge Masvidal, I got him winning in the 3rd round after getting beat up the first 2 rounds. Let's go. What's the next fight? Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. I got Adrian Yanez all day. I like Rob Font. He's a good boxer style, like UFC fighter. I love my boxing. Adrian Yanez is the same thing though, and he has a mean chin on him compared to Rob Font. No offense to Rob Font, but when I saw that Vera fight, when I saw that Aldo fight, like, he does good, I like his combos and everything. He's slick, he's smooth. But then he gets cracked one time with the straight, and then he's on wobbly legs. Yanez is going to put that on him. He's going to throw those straights. He's going to throw everything at him. Yanez starts off hard, too. He's good. I'm a big fan of Adrian Yanez, so I'm going to have to go Yanez, probably 2nd round TKO. I'll give Rob Font, because he does, when he gets rocked, he will go on the ground. Like, he's not, he'll go down on his back and stuff. He'll try to recover. He won't try to stand on wobbly legs only to get slept, He's a smart fighter. I could see him being smart enough to make it to the 2nd round. Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. I know a little bit about Ponzinibbio, how he had a lot of hype and he had, like, medical problems and whatnot. With all of that, none of that bullshit around here, Kevin Holland is going to beat him, in my opinion. He's a good fighter. I've seen his last fight. I don't even remember who it was against, though, Santiago. And he just seemed like an average fighter now, He's good. Nothing too special about him. I think Kevin Holland can stop him. Either I'm gonna go by a third round TKO. Yeah, but only because I have seen Ponzinibbio get dropped and slept. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, Li Jiliang, right? TKO'd him or KO'd him. I don't remember. Yeah. So Kevin Holland third round. I'll go third round because Kevin Holland he might have fun with this one. He might slap him and start talking to him. Last card on the main card. What? Last fight on the main card. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez. I feel like Christian Rodriguez probably just got thrown in here. I'm not really sure who he is. And I feel like this is just one of those gimme fights for Raul Rosas Jr. Although, if Christian Rodriguez makes it interesting, I would be happy. I don't see it going that way. I got first round submission. Raul Rosas Jr. Of course, like I said, I don't know anything about Christian Rodriguez. I just feel like the UFC is not going to throw him anybody that they think can actually beat him right now, So, that's just what I think. On to the prelims. Chris Curtis, Kelvin Gastelum, he's done, I think. Chris Curtis, I feel like he can knock him out in the first round. So I'm going to go by a first round knockout by Chris Curtis. And we'll see how that goes, Michelle Waterson Gomez versus Laura Pinheiro. I believe I'm going to go for Laura Lonara, whatever. Because I've seen Michelle Waterson Gomez fight like one time. And it was one of those boring fights. So I'm just hoping that Pinheiro is going to make it interesting. So decision to the Brazilian Luana Pinheiro. Okay, Gerald Mershark versus Joe Pfeiffer. I got Joe Pfeiffer probably first round, maybe second round TKO. I'll go second round TKO because I've seen Gerald get dropped by one punch by Khamzat Chimaev. Obviously, this is a different dude, but the only fight I've seen from Joe Pfeiffer, he had some nice hands, He had some power in those hands, and Gerald clearly can't take a punch like one of those. So, yeah, I could see it going first round knockout. But if Mershark doesn't get knocked out by that punch, maybe he takes him down and survives till the second round, then gets knocked out. Either way, I got Joe winning. And, last fight on the prelim card, I got Carl Williams beating Chase Sherman because the last time I seen Chase Sherman, he was slow. Yeah, he's just a slow, not chubby, but he's not that fat. He's just a slow, average body built UFC fighter. I don't know what to say. I was not wowed by his last performance. Carl Williams, I was wowed. I think Williams is going to knock this dude out. I think Chase Sherman's also coming in on late notice. So, yeah, he has a real hard fight in his hands. He could get it done, but if he does, it'll be in the third round, maybe. I feel like he'll lose this fight. Carl Williams, I got him winning. I'm just going to say first round knockout. Yeah, I think he's going to just beat his ass. And, I'm not going to talk about the prelims. That'll be it for today. Let me know what you guys think, especially of the first, 2-3 fights. Those are big fights, in my opinion. Adrian Yanez is going to be a future star. That's my prediction. But it is the bantamweight division, so he might not ever be the champion, even if he does become a star, which is crazy to think about. Bantamweight is crazy right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll stop rambling later.